All right, first things first, man. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the bell. Big salute to the UDC and True Media. That's everybody that keeps it 100, staying true to who they are and doing a part of this media. Man, shout out to Bruce fucking Vane. I just watched one of his videos. He was breaking the news that they've elevated Lomachenko to franchise champion, and Devin Haney is now the WBC current champion at, where we at, 135 division. So this is a situation because I just did a video a little earlier this morning flaming Deontay Wilder and the whole WBC, just with their total corruption. But my question is, man, my question is this: is it just about the money, or is this about something else? Okay, let's look at who they've elevated so far. I know that they've elevated Canelo Alvarez, and I know that they just elevated Lomachenko. To my knowledge, they haven't elevated nobody else yet. Okay, this is my question: Do franchise champions have to be VADA tested? That's my question. Do they have to still adhere to the same strict guidelines as any other top 15 fighter in the WBC rankings? Because we know that when you are ranked in the top 15 of the WBC, you must enroll in that VADA clean boxing program. So being a franchise champion, does that remove you from that? Are you now exempt from that? Can you just do what you do? That's the question I have, because I'm just trying to look at the motive, and I know how WBC has favoritism, and I know they corrupt, and I'm not assuming nothing, but this is just me speculating, right? Let's just look at this situation. Canelo Alvarez, we know that you could say, yeah, this is about money with him. He's a money bringer. He brings in a lot of bread, right? We got the little Hispanic bias. Mauricio Suleiman loves Canelo Alvarez, be wearing his hats and shit and all that kind of stuff. But we know that Canelo Alvarez is pop dirty. He's pop dirty in the past, right? And I believe that this will be his first fight as a franchise champion, if I'm not mistaken. He's getting ready to face Sergey Kovalev. Now, I have not done the research yet to see if Sergey Kovalev and Canelo Alvarez are being VADA tested for this fight. I'm not sure about that yet, okay? Vasily Lomachenko just beat Luke Campbell, and where in his last fight, yes, he was VADA tested because he was fighting for the WBC belt. But before that, he was not in the VADA clean boxing program. So I don't know if he was tested or not. He could have been doing all kind of different things. And then when he got to WBC, when he fought for the WBC belt, then he cleaned himself up, for all we know. But he had not been in that clean boxing program until he beat Luke Campbell. Okay. So this is why I'm bringing this up, because, I wouldn't be shocked, right? If as soon as Errol Smith's grill is correct, gets straightened out and everything like that, and his lacerations is healed and all of that, I wouldn't be shocked if they try to elevate him. This is another guy who wasn't in the VADA clean boxing program. He ducked VADA like a motherfucker, but he had to fight for the WBC, so he had to be VADA tested. But I don't even know if he was VADA tested for the Sean Porter fight. There's no real evidence or proof that I've seen produced to back that up. We know Sean was, So I'm almost looking at it like, are they using this franchise shit to help these niggas skip to my loo over this VADA testing shit? To where, like, you are so elevated to where you don't have to adhere to the same stuff that everybody else has to adhere to, And so there's been suspicions around Canelo Alvarez with PEDs. There's been suspicions around Lomachenko, at least on my personal side, because I'm like, this dude, yeah, he's so skillful, he's so fast, he's so terrific in that ring, the Matrix and all of this, the no mas and all of that, right? But all you have to do is just research. This nigga was not VADA tested. This nigga was not in that VADA clean boxing program and all of that. So who knows? This nigga could have been on that gas. That nigga could have been on that juice. With all those Lomachenko fights. Errol Spence, we don't know if he's gonna get elevated or not, but Canelo Alvarez, like I say, it's been mass suspicious. Then this guy's getting ready to go up in weight to 175 in his first fight as a franchise champion, and we don't know if he's going to be VADA tested yet. You know what I mean? So I just realized that the WBC is corrupt, man, and they will do whatever they need to do to ensure that their favorite fighters remain safe, man. And shout out to Bruce fucking Vane, because he did a video about this before, talking about Lomachenko being elevated as a franchise champion before this even happened. And he was making great points that Lomachenko don't just bring in no big revenue like that. So what other, now I understand that they could still market him. He's very marketable. I think that eventually he could be a superstar. But with this franchise tag on him like that, this franchise champion status on him, that's just my question about a lot of these guys that's getting this franchise tag. Do they have to adhere to a lot of the same guidelines, like still stay in the VADA clean boxing program, so on and so forth? So I don't never act like I have all the answers, but I'm just posing this question so that people can think about this kind of stuff, because it may not just be all about money. It could be for something else as well. Certain fighters and certain fighters and all of that, they get favoritism. And Mauricio Suleiman, man, he is showing that he is clearly biased to certain fighters. I feel like if it's enough green, he'll clearly allow you to get away with some things. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's just like, we need to remove the WBC as a undisputed conversation. Undisputed should just be IBF, WBA, and WBO. Since the WBC don't care about undisputed, somebody can have 3 straps and then they want to elevate them to franchise tag. You know what I mean? Franchise champion. And it just throws a whole wrench in the game, monkey wrench in the game. Like, bro, we want to see an undisputed champion. And like Bruce fucking Vane was talking about, like the mere fact that Lomachenko will accept that, it's like, I'm just trying to figure out what's the whole purpose of elevating a guy who just got the belt. I mean, Lomachenko just got the belt. He VADA tested one time. Now you're gonna elevate him to a franchise champion. Like, let this man defend his belt 3 or 4 times before you give him that status. What kind of work has he put in for the WBC? 1 fight? You know what I'm saying? It's just like if they elevate Errol Spence all of a sudden off of just 1 win over Sean Porter. Like, you did one fight? That's good enough for him to be elevated to franchise champion? So is it just about the money? Or is it also other factors that play into this stuff, man? So that's really all the time I got for this one, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. And if it's something that y'all want to add to it, man, add to it. And I'll try to leave a link in the description to Bruce fucking Vane's video in regards to Lomachenko just being elevated and Devin Haney's situation, involvement in it, and everything like that. So that's really all I got for this one, man. Big salute to UGC, NBBC, Bruce fucking Vane, IBFP. I'm the Black Horseman. I'm out.